Hi, my name is Trainin and we're straight from the Tech Edge Conference, and this is Mike Gay, and he's going to talk about using video in the classroom, right? So can you give us some examples of how you've used video in your classroom?
Well, as an elementary teacher, I've used video to really motivate kids and bring the classroom alive. And some of the assignments that I had for students would be Reading Rainbow, which is a PBS program, and we just reenacted that in our classroom. So students would read books, and then they would perform a video reading Rainbow about their book. So it kind of replaces a book report. Yeah. So that would be one example. Other examples were I did a year-end class video party. And so I took videos of the whole year of highlights of the students doing activities, and we put it together in a movie. And then invited all the families to the party, and it was a major hit. So.
And it's a way then for families to share with what happened in the classroom, even if they couldn't make it.
And the students really are the winners in this because they're the stars of the show. So
let's backtrack and really help us understand, why do you think using video in elementary classrooms is really that interesting, important for learning?
One of the things is it's motivational, and students are now more attention to the task. So it's important for teachers to set up the lessons where the objectives are being met, but just in a little different way. And so video and technology is used for a motivation factor, and you're still meeting the objectives and standards that you normally would teach, even if you didn't do video.
And on top of that, you actually have evidence that is easy to store, that you have readily available. So while sometimes people look into the video process and talk about the fact that, is there really learning happening? You're making the point, which is true. Yes, learning is happening, but more than that, I actually have evidence more than I do in just a worksheet or some other artifact. It's a live artifact that can be evaluated and can be part of formative assessment as well.
Yeah, video is, the examples I gave was how teachers can use it, but students can use it as well, and it can be used as assessment and also to evaluate our own teaching. So it's been used for all of those as well.
So tell me, is it hard to use video in a classroom?
It can be, because kids want to be acting, and so we have to be diligent in teaching what's important, and it's a privilege to be using video.
And so what do you have to use video in your classroom? I mean, kind of, if I'm a starting teacher, I want to do something with video, what do I need?
Well, first of all, you got to overcome your fear if you've never used video in the classroom before. When I started, it was in the mid-90s, and I went to a conference and learned about iMovie, and it was the new thing out. And I contacted my district technology people, and they came and loaded everything and helped with that. So one of the most important things is ask for help. There's tech people. As far as if you've got a small school district or a small school that doesn't have those types of resources, you can download at wondershare.com free movie making, movie editing software, where you can import the videos and pictures you've obtained and make a movie from it.
As you're thinking about your making videos, how do you match it to standards? How do you match it to your learning objectives? How do you get going with that?
Well, what you do is you look at your standards and objectives and you say, this is what I want to do. Then you try to match the technology that will help you achieve that goal the most. Video is very powerful technology that teachers can use in the classroom to reach your objectives and motivate kids to want to learn and want to show what they've learned.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that video, both for us and for students, is a way to turn from passive to active learners.
Absolutely.
And that's true of a teacher as much as it is of the students. If you had a message to teachers about using video, what would it be? This is your opportunity. It's right here. They're looking at you.
First of all, get excited about it. You're going to bring your classroom alive. And kids will want to be there. They'll want to do the lesson. They get their own personality involved in the project because they get to make a lot of choices, and yet you're still teaching the same standards, the same objectives, but in a very exciting, motivating way for students.
Okay. And this has been live from the Tech Edge Conference, and we'll see you with the next guest.